tell y'all what about the current state of things. It's cold. It is finally winter in Arizona. I'm in my short sleeves, but I'm about to turn on my van and turn on the heat. Thankfully, I just got my coolant replaced, so now my heater is running much warmer, which is awesome. But we actually had weather lows in the high 20s last week in southeastern Arizona. So now is the perfect time because we have this winter front coming through to talk about once again how I stay warm in these frigid winter months in my minivan camper with Winston. We have slept in 25 degrees with snow on the ground. Not my jam. I am not a snow person, but it's doable. And after doing this for 4 years, I have some very trusted methods and also a couple of new ones that I want to share with you guys. So like this video and subscribe. We are going to talk about how you can stay warm this winter in your vehicle. To be honest with you, Winston has way more blankets than I do. That's all I'm saying. So this one is an alpaca blanket, super, super warm. I have it layered on here. And I actually have a wheelchair cushion on Winston's seat to make it level. So that's how he has a level bed. Have the alpaca blanket. I only use this in the winter when it's cold. And then I have his new Sherpa blanket. Now, recently, if I double layer this over him, which he likes to burrow, but if I double layer it, he'll come out of the blankets because he's like, Mom, I'm hot. So even when we had 27 degrees recently and I made the down blanket tent over his chair, he was like, nope, Mom, I'm hot. But I'd rather bundle him up and him come out of the blankets when he's warm than him be cold. Here is what his bed looks like before he gets in it. I want to make sure that there's no cold air coming in from behind him or from the sides, so I make sure I have all of that protected. And then when he's in bed, I can take that blanket and put it over him. He can also choose to get underneath this if he wants, or this. He has plenty of options to stay toasty. Do not underestimate the power of a heating blanket. So I have mine. I have this blanket, and then this is my heated throw. It's essentially a massive heating pad. It's perfect for my cot. So I have that, and then I put this blanket over the top of it. So this is my Temu heating blanket. It's the best heating blanket I've ever had. I've had 4 others from Amazon that have been trash or have burnt out on me. I actually don't have it hooked in right now. This is the plug, but what's amazing about this is it has 2, 8, and 12-hour settings, and it has 9 different temperature levels. So I typically just keep it on 1 or 2. If I'm really cold for some reason, like when I first get in the van at night, I might put it on 3, but even at 4 or 5, it draws so little power. It is 12 volt. I do recommend getting a 12 volt heating blanket because they draw a lot less power than a regular plug, literally half the power about. So I keep this plugged in to my power station right down here. And then I always have my remote handy. I know that eventually you can get nice and cozy warm under your blankets, but having a heating blanket makes a huge, huge difference in comfort. So this that I'm wearing, this is a new addition to staying warm in the winter. My brother got this for me for Christmas. It's essentially a Snuggie. It has a hood. It has a big pocket. When I stand up, it goes down to my knees. It's a Sherpa fabric in here. This thing is so warm. It's perfect for lounging, but last week when I was at the Indian Bread Rocks, I was wearing this outside when it was in the 40s. I had a short sleeve shirt on like I do right now, and I was so warm. This is amazing for being outside. Maybe you're like sitting at a campfire. This is perfect for that. But also just sitting in my van and lounging. It's super oversized, so it's just very cozy. It's extremely soft. I don't know exactly like what company this is from, but all my brother told me is that he got it on Amazon. So what I've actually been doing is I've been hanging the hood from my headrest at night because I've only slept in it once, and when I slept in it, I woke up sweating because it's so warm. So I'll hang the hood from my headrest, and then I'll put the body of it on my pillow. So it just keeps it really nice and warm, and it keeps my neck and my shoulders and my head warm. But I'm obsessed with this thing. It's great for, again, events, social gatherings, campfires, or if you're just lounging. All right, y'all, so we just woke up. It's like 42 degrees in the van, but the sun is out. So one thing that you'll want to do in the morning is take down your sunshades. Let that sun in. It'll warm up your vehicle nice and quickly. Small but very valuable tidbits for staying warm are you really want your head, your neck, and your shoulders to be warm. Ooh, there's a fly. At night. So keeping like having a warm pillowcase, maybe wearing a beanie. When it's super cold, I will wear a beanie, one that's non-intrusive. Like, I like to wear those beanies with like the puff balls on the top. Yeah, I won't wear something like that to bed, something a little lighter. Socks, wool socks, keeping your feet warm because your extremities regulate your body temperature. So keeping your extremities warm, again, taking down your window shades. You can also use hand and feet warmers. You can get like the hot hands that are disposable, you can throw them away, but you can also get rechargeable hand warmers. I also have a heated jacket, which I have worn to bed before, but like with my heating blanket, I don't really need it. I used to use my heating jacket. Sometimes I even like slept on it, put my head on it in the winter before my heating blanket, but that's an option as well. Good morning, my prince. Oh, wow. One of the biggest game changers in cold weather camping and van life has been my Get Out Gear down blanket. Now, I tried this for the first time 2 years ago, and I still swear by it. So, it is a down blanket, super lightweight, as you can see. What's incredible about this is Get Out Gear says, they claim, this will keep you 15 degrees warmer. Well, y'all, it does. This blanket is not cheap, I will say that. Last time I checked, it ran around $70 on Amazon. But what's fun about this is not only is it compact and lightweight, it comes in this, which I'll roll it up and show you, but it comes in this snap bag, so it's great for like backpackers and hikers. It actually snaps into a poncho. So I can't find the snaps right now, but either way, you can basically wear it as a superhero cape. It snaps, and then you can still be hands-free. So I really like to wear this outside when I'm at campfires. I can even have Winston on my lap and wrap him in it on my lap. So I've been using this to keep Winston warm in the van. I've also seen people like string some sort of line in their vehicle and then drape this over that line to create a tent in their vehicle. This is absolutely amazing. I have 3 of them. Now this is down. They do make a synthetic version as well. It's just a little bit thicker and bigger. So I have 1 synthetic, 2 down blankets, and it's incredible. At first, I was like, this is super sus because it's so lightweight. How is this going to keep me 15 degrees warmer? But it does. And it's especially amazing because it does roll up to be so compact, which is important if you're in a van like me and you have minimal space. I just rolled up the down blanket, snap it, and this is it. And I store this under Winston's seat. It kind of looks bigger. It kind of looks bigger in the frame than it actually is, but again, it's, you know, you can really fit this anywhere. And because it is so lightweight, it's great. Like I said, like if I was going to hike the Appalachian Trail, I would take this with me, which I don't even know why I said that, because I would never do something like that. I don't have the balls or the physical or mental capacity, but you know what I'm saying. So get one on Amazon. It will change everything. This is my Covea Cupid butane heater. My friend Gary introduced this to me last year. I'm so glad I bought one. Let's take a look at it. All right, so here's the heater. It has a handle, it has 2 legs, and it has a stand. You want to make sure that you pull the stand out to set it up right. So this is what it looks like, again with the handle. And then in the side here, this is where you put your butane canister. Once you put your butane canister inside, super easy. You just push it, ignite it, and then you can adjust the level. Okay, so the butane just goes in, you kind of lock it in, and then that's it. So of course I wouldn't have it on with this blowing in my face right now, but that's it. And then it just gives off this heat. It's perfect for a smaller vehicle like a minivan. This thing is absolutely awesome. I purchased it for about $90 on Amazon. I'm not sure what the price is right now. Just like everything in this video, if it's from Amazon, I will link it in the description. But it's nice and easy. So I always use it on this table. I won't use it so close to Winston's bed, but I can put up the table, put it on the floor here. Of course, you want to make sure that you have a carbon monoxide detector in your van. I would never fall asleep with this on. I only use this if like it's very cold, maybe in the morning, in the evenings. I'm just trying to take the chill out of the van, warm it up nicely. That's when I'll use this. You'll want to slightly crack a window. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher, all of your fire safety and whatnot. But this is great for a small vehicle, maybe tent camping. I love it. And then it comes in your little case. So I highly recommend this thing. It's great also because it does use butane, and I use butane for my stove as well, so I don't have to carry different fuel on me. It's great. I personally would never use a diesel heater in my van. It's complicated, and I would never like drill holes. I don't want to deal with all that, and the smell of diesel, when you can smell it, like it's all bad. I would never do it. I've used electric heaters, like normal electric space heaters draw way too much power. I've used a mini one before that's like this big. I did a video on it last year. Was not effective. The Covea Cupid butane heater is by far the most convenient, the smallest, the safest, the most effective. You don't have to use any power. But I will also just run my van sometimes if it's like in the middle of the night or the morning, and I feel like it might just be quicker or easier to turn on the heat in my van. Again, that's a perk of having a minivan. When you're in a small space, you can just turn on the heat and it warms it up for you. For me personally, I'd say that the 2 main items that keep Winston and I most comfortable in freezing temperatures are the get out gear down blanket and the heating blanket. I carry an additional heating blanket on me as well as a heating pad just in case. And also now the Snuggie that I showed you guys that my brother got me, that's huge. That is, I can't believe how warm it is. The Covea Cupid heater is really awesome, especially if you're in a climate where it's like cold all throughout the day. In Arizona, I don't need a heating blanket, at least in the desert in Arizona. I don't need a heating blanket or heater or anything like that during the day, even though it's about, let's see, what is it outside? I think right now it's 57 degrees. I am in short sleeves. I do have pants on. We have a little bit of a breeze, so it's like slightly chilly, but in the sun it's so nice. And in my van, it's like 63 degrees. So it's really nice, but keeping your extremities warm, make sure you take care of your pets, keeping them warm. Make sure that you have a carbon monoxide detector. In terms of condensation, if you have a Covea Cupid heater, I don't really have any tips. I mainly stay in Arizona where it is extremely, extremely dry, so condensation just isn't a thing. It is not an issue that I ever have to really worry about. So unfortunately, I don't have any tips for that. But I have my routine down, and make sure that you're also like using fabrics like micro fleece, Sherpa, flannel to keep you warm. I know that other people have stuff that they do, like sleeping bags, and there are so many other things, but this video was simply about what I do and what works for me. So I hope that you got something from it and that it was helpful to you. If it was, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here and you are interested in van life or camping, traveling with a dog, all of those things. I would love to have you as part of our community. Thank you again. I'll see you guys next time.